Alright, so hey guys. Today I'm making a video of my experience working at McDonald's. I've been working there for a couple of weeks, well, 2 weeks. I started on June 17th and today is June 30th. So I've been working there for 2 weeks. And I just thought that I would let people who are thinking of applying know like what it's like, and some of the stuff I'm going to say is specific to my McDonald's itself. Like, not every McDonald's is the same. So, yeah. So, basically, I'm starting with my interview process. I got called in for an interview like 2 weeks before I started working. And they were overall, the lady who interviewed me, she was really cool. And she basically interviewed me off of what my application was. Like, she talked to me about like the days I could work and all of that. And then after that, she said that I was hired and that I had to come back in to sign like the papers and come in with like my social security number and my passport and like an ID or whatever. And so I did. And then after that, they were just like, okay, we'll call you with my schedule. And they finally did call me with my schedule. I got my schedule and I started working. So at my interview, they told me I'm supposed to get 4 hours of training for 4 days, but I never did get that, so I don't know, it was kind of weird. Basically, I did get trained by one of the employees though. Basically, there was this lady who taught me like what I had to do, and originally I was taught how to use the register, kind of. The register is kind of straightforward. They have pictures of the foods on the register, so you just click on the food. Overall, like, you do get used to the register. I'd say that the breakfast menu is the hardest thing to figure out, and then the lunch menu is easy because, like, if you've gone to McDonald's, like, it's kind of easy. And people will be like, oh, I want a number one, and it'll be on the menu like a number one, and they'll show like a picture of it. So like the way it appears on the menu that people look at is like the way it appears on the screen, except it's like more abbreviated. Let me see. The managers, most of my managers are cool, except I have this one manager that, like, she hates me or something, and it's kind of annoying. She's always like being rude. Well, I don't know, she's not always being rude, but like, she's just really annoying. She's always complaining, and I'm just like, okay. My thing with the register is that when you are using the register, sometimes guests will be kind of specific. Like, they'll be like, oh, I want a quarter cheese pounder with no mayonnaise or whatever. And some of the stuff isn't straightforward on the register, so sometimes I have to ask for help. And I'm usually not on the register a lot, but most times they have me cleaning, which is, I mean, at first it was okay, but now it's kind of annoying because I don't have the register down, and that one manager doesn't like me. She like yells at me because I don't know the register that well, and she was basically like upset at me at the fact I don't know the register, and she was talking to me about how, like, when I'm at the register I should study the register, but when I do study the register, she thinks that I'm doing nothing, and she'll send me to go clean something. She'll be like, oh, go clean the floor, or oh, go clean the windows, and it makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, if you want me to learn the register, make me learn the register, and don't get upset at me when I ask for help. Like, that's how you learn things. And then also, my second thing is, if you want me to learn to register, don't have me, if I'm like a new employee, don't have me work in like rush hour times. Like, literally, they'll have me work from like 7 to 4. And those are like the busiest times at McDonald's, because you have the morning rush and you have the afternoon rush where people all want to come in for lunch. Like, the best time for me to learn to register is when people are like trickling in, because like there's not that many people, and like I don't have to worry about customers all the time, and it'll give me time to like it gives me more time to actually like understand things instead of having to like feel rushed when everyone's around. And also like more people will have time to help me because there are not that many customers, so everybody's not just trying to like run off and do stuff. So whenever she gets upset at me, I always get really frustrated. I also think it's unfair about how like like, okay, so there was this one time where I was working from 4 to 9 p.m. and basically what happened was we were kind of short-handed on staff, I guess, and I was on register. um like I was signed in on the register and I was on the register, and so like I had to take orders, and I did take orders, but no, I was still not. And so there were like a lot of people there because it was like 4 or something like that. And so like with some, I got some of the orders wrong because I was the only one on register, like only me, and nobody else could help me. And so like there were like specific things, like okay, some people will be like, I want cheeseburgers, and I guess I forgot to ask if they wanted the meal or a cheeseburger. And so people that only happened like once though. But then like there were people, and so the lady asked to get like the meal, and so I had to go back and give her the meal. And but we basically gave her a meal. But then like remember, we were short-handed, and this lady came in from the drive-through and was like, I want a refund because I've been waiting for too long. And so like um so we gave her the refund, but the refund was done on my register, like, because my register was the closest one, and the manager had to do it from my register. And then there's this other lady, aka my next door neighbor. Yeah, I can never look at her the same way. She got angry, and she was just like, I've been waiting for too long, I want a refund. And the refund was done from my register. And so basically like refunds were done from my register because and then also one of the managers had borrowed money from my account, from my, not my account, my register, because I don't know, he took some money from my register and then he balanced my register as like a refund or something, or like a purchase or something, I don't know, and it was done from my register. So then the manager that doesn't like me, she came to me like the next day, and she was just like, oh, there were, oh, rewind. And also when I remember how we were short-handed, and so every time I try to help with like getting the food together, they'd be like, no, 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 stay on register. And I was like, okay, I'll stay on register. And so I did stay on register. And so so the next day, the manager that doesn't like, she came and she was just like, oh, yesterday 75 we lost $75. We had $75 of refunds because, and it was all from it was all while you were on register. And I was just like, pause. Like, are you serious right now? First of all, you weren't even here. Second of all, none of it was even my fault because I was doing what people told me to do. I stayed on register because I was asked to stay on register. And third of all, people were coming in from the drive-thru asking for refunds. You can't blame that on me. So, and she was basically just yelling at me, talking about how like it's my fault that they had 75 and how like it's fast food, blah blah blah. And honestly, that really upset me because she wasn't even there that night, and she was gonna blame the fact that all the refunds that happened that night on me because I was on register. Yes, it looks as if it was my fault, but why don't you go ask somebody what happened so you can stop accusing me of stuff I didn't even do? Like, that really made me upset. And basically, and it's me and this other girl, she's one of my friends, and she's new, like me and her started together. And so like she's only been on register twice, and I've been on register with her. And so like basically she was on register with me on Sunday because I had to work on Sunday from 8 to 4, but then I got off early because of what I'm about to tell you. So basically she was on so they put her on register on Sunday, and she really didn't know what she was doing because she never really worked register. They usually had her in the back either like making fries or washing dishes. And so, or she'll be on drive-through where like she she'll hand the food over, like she never really worked register. And so basically once again, one of the customers asked me for something that really wasn't straightforward, and I asked for help. I only did that once, but my other friend, she was asking for help constantly because she really didn't know what she was doing, because she had only worked register twice. And so the manager doesn't like me. She came to us talking about she was fed up with us, or she had lost her patience, and how, like, oh, like, we need to know the register by now. And my problem is, I would know the register if, like, I would know the register if I was on if, like, what am I trying to say? I would know the register if you actually gave me time to learn the register. Like, every time I do try to learn the register, you always tell me I'm doing nothing. You make me go clean the bathroom. So what exactly is the point? They don't really teach you anything in this McDonald's. All they do is expect you to know stuff, and when you don't, people get upset. And that's very annoying to me, because personally, it's kind of a disadvantage, because they're just like, they expect you to have things down after one day. I understand they want people that learn fast, but, like, if you have me on register for legit, like, 20 minutes, and then, like, the rest of my shift, I have to go clean the bathroom and clean the windows and all that kind of stuff, that's bullshit to me. I'm sorry, but it's just complete bullshit. Like, I don't understand how that's actually supposed to be a thing. So, to that, and so, like, basically, when that manager yelled at me and my friend, that really upset me. Like, I was basically at my boiling point, because I had taken her crap, like, for the past 2 weeks. I've only been working at McDonald's for 2 weeks, and I legit wanted to quit because my manager was such an asshole. Like, she was just straight up making my life miserable, and I literally wanted to leave, because she always was up my ass with something, and I was just like, and I literally, like, you get to that point where, like, you're so angry, you just start crying. And so, like, I didn't realize that I was that upset. So basically, what she did was, she stuck my other friend who barely knew register on register, and then she sent me to go clean, which was still really stupid, because there were a lot of customers and she didn't know what she was doing. So, like, that was really dumb. So then I went outside and I started to sweep the parking lot, and then my friend came out. She was just like, she's looking for you. And I was just like, oh, like, what does she want? And she was just like, I don't know, she was looking for you. And so, like, I got outside and I had just been, like, letting off steam, like, I was crying. And so I came inside, and, like, my eyes were red, and I was just cooling off, like. And actually, while I was outside, like, I had called my brother. I know it's not, you're not supposed to use your phone while you're on, like, while you're on your shift and you're not signed out on break. But I'm sorry, like, I was at the point where, like, I was literally about to yell at her back, because, like, I've taken so much crap from her that I cannot stand her anymore. Like, I literally hate her, and every time I see her, I literally want to punch a wall or something. But, like, she's driven me to this point where, like, I don't want to see her, and like, it just makes me so upset. So literally, she, my eyes were red, and she called me. She was just like, how long have you been working? And I said 8. And then I guess, like, I snapped at her when I said 8, because that's what my friend said. She was just like, I could tell. She was like, I thought that, I always knew that you were upset, but I didn't realize you were that up. I realized that you were really upset when you answered her 8, because you were just like 8. And I was just like, did I really sound like that? Like, I guess I was in the zone. I didn't want to sound disrespectful to her, but, like, I was so upset, and I was just like 8. And I didn't realize that sounded, like, rude. And so she was just like, I guess that's why she, like, took a step back for a second. She was just like, and then she was just like, go on break. And personally, I thought it was because my eyes were red, and she didn't want customers knowing that I had been crying, and so I did. And as soon as I signed out, I knew I was off the clock, and I tried to go to the bathroom, and I guess this customer saw me crying. He was just like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm fine. And he literally yelled. He was just like, you're fired. And I was just like, no, I'm fine. I said I'm fine, but I didn't look fine, because I was literally bawling my eyes out. And I went to the bathroom and I cried, and then I called my mom. My mom was just like, oh. And I was just like, Mom, I want to quit. Like, I want to quit. And so basically, she was just like, my mom kind of talked me. My mom and my brother kind of talked me out of quitting, because like, I've only been there for 2 weeks, and it wouldn't be worth the quitting. Like, it just would not be worth the quitting. sorry, it's really hot. Like, I'm about to turn on the fan as soon as I'm done with this video. But basically, I finished my shift, and then I went back inside and I signed back in, and I worked register for like 5 minutes, and then she told me and my friend to go home because she was like overemployed or something. Like, she had too many employees working, which was kind of a sketchy answer considering the fact that like there was barely anyone there. I guess it was because of the fact that I snapped at her and she had never seen that side of me before. I personally think that's why, and I kind of regret snapping at her, but I did not mean to snap at her. Like, I don't know, I really did not mean to snap at her. Like, but then again, like, she had it coming. But not to say that it was right, but I really didn't mean to snap at her, but I kind of did. And so then, yeah, we got sent home. And then today I called for my schedule, and today is Monday. I called for my schedule, and I'm not working until Sunday. So I literally have the whole week off, and I still think it's because I snapped at her. Like, she's angry at me and she's not letting me work. So yeah, that's kind of my experience working at McDonald's. I'm still gonna work there. My thing is, I can hate her as much as I want, but I realize the way I'm gonna get through it is just understanding that I'm about to be a senior in high school. Like, I'm about to go apply for college. I'm about to go to college, get my nursing degree, move to another state, like, and become a nurse. She's still gonna be working at McDonald's. Like, chances are, like, I mean, let me look up the manager's salary at McDonald's. It's about like, it's about $26,000 to $40,000. And then if you look at a nurse salary, it's about $65,000. So the way I think about it, I'm just like, this is only temporary. I'm only going to be working at McDonald's for the rest of the summer, and then I'm on to bigger and better things. I really can't let this petty little manager stop me from actually just getting the money I need and then moving on, because she is basically irrelevant to life. Because, like, she grew up, she went to college, and she's stuck here at McDonald's. I'm going to grow up, go to college, and become like a doctor. So I don't really care anymore. She can bullshit me all she wants, but honestly, I'm moving on to bigger and better things, and I'm really not gonna let her and her little attitude really stop me from doing what I need to do. If she can hold back, she can make me work 2 days a week, but I'm still gonna earn the money I need to earn, and I don't really care. So yeah, that's my experience working at McDonald's. Like I said, everyone's McDonald's experience is different. It basically depends on, it basically depends on, like, who your manager is, like how many friends you have. Like, I have a couple of friends. So yeah. Yeah, so that was just my experience working at McDonald's. I hope everyone's experience was different, is different. So yeah, I hope that if you are having problems working at McDonald's, like your manager is an ass like mine, just remember what I'm saying. Don't let her hold you back. Working at McDonald's is only temporary. Go out, get your education so you can actually get like a better salary than her, and she can become irrelevant to life. Like, she's just doing what she has to do and getting her petty little salary, and I'm gonna do what I have to do to get my salary. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna let her attitude hold me back from doing what I need to do. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and subscribe. Yeah, like, subscribe, and have a nice rest of your day. So, bye.